Hi guys, welcome to my weekly reading. This is Riza here. So glad you could be with me this week. First of all, I would like to thank all of my subscribers, all of my new subscribers. Welcome to my channel. And a special thank you to all of the people that took me up on my offer last week for a 3-card reading for $10. The majority of them got a little more than 3 cards, but that's the way the ball rolls sometimes. I will still extend that special to the end of the month, so if you have a burning question or something that you may need guidance on, please take me up on it. The reading for today will cover the universal energies that we may be feeling that are pushing down on us for the week of May the 18th through to the 24th. I will warn you, in case you don't know, which you may already, Mercury goes into retrograde, either today or tomorrow, depends. Different astrologers have a different day. Mostly they say tomorrow, but I say we have been feeling the effects of this last Monday. Because as far as I'm concerned, shit hit the fan Monday at work. Communications breakdown, your mental thoughts break down, your ability to speak and get your point across to others and vice versa really breaks down. Apparently with Saturn pushing down on us and Mercury going into retrograde and everything that's going on with the rest of the planets, we're feeling this a little bit harder than normal. Computers are going to go haywire, your phones are going to go haywire. All of that has already happened to me, and at work there were lots of communication issues on Monday. It's when it started. So Mercury is the trickster. Mercury makes someone smart. It gives you brilliant ideas. Mercury guides the way we think, we speak, things we are drawn to. It can make you scatterbrain on occasion, the way that you speak. Mercury never gets far from the sun. It never goes 28 degrees away from the sign that it's in. The messenger. It rules the 3rd house. Thoughts, communication. 6th house. Also, it rules over your details, routines, your job skills, rules over Gemini, Virgo, and it's exalted in Virgo. And I think it's going retrograde in Gemini. So it's a double hit. Just a warning, guys. Keep your communications in order. Try to be patient with people. Think through your thoughts before you speak to someone. You're probably going to get your buttons pushed by people that are close and dear because they're also going through the same situation, but they may not understand. So try to stay away from arguments, picking fights with others. I would say it's going to be a difficult week for all of us, so just hang in there. I think Mercury retrogrades 2 to 3 weeks. Hopefully that's all that it'll be standing still and bearing down on us, because we really don't need that. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see. What house is Gemini? Gemini is like the 12th house, isn't it? Or is that's Pisces. So Gemini is the 3rd house. Yeah, siblings, communications. So you may have problems with your brothers, your sisters, anything to do with communication. All right, guys, on to the reading. The center of the reading, we have the 10 of Earth. So this reading is going to be all about your properties, your home life, your finances, your family life. A very happy family life, financial security, finding magic in the little things in life. So this is mostly what's on our minds this week. Our finances, our family life, our homes, our jobs. So financial worries may be foremost in this coming week. The energies that come in to obstruct us a bit are the energies of the Hanged Man, awakening, looking at things from a different perspective, a temporary standstill. It's important to be yourself. You're obviously not taking a different perspective on your finances, on your careers, on your home life, on your family life. You need to sit back and look at things from a different perspective in order to get over whatever obstacles you will be experiencing this week when it comes to that, to your finances. You're trying not to. And usually when the hangman comes up, there's something you always need to sacrifice in order to move forward. There's going to be some type of a sacrifice. If you know that there's something that you need to stop doing and you haven't, you need to do it this week, because the way that the planets are moving, they're going to push in order for you to do so. So even if you don't try to end things, it will end for you. So it might hurt a little bit when the universe is the one that initiates. So if you know that something is ending, just try to peacefully go with the flow. It would be my best advice for all of us, including myself. Go with the flow and just let it go, because eventually, once we get past the karmic influences, that everything that's going on right now finally hits us, we pay back whatever karmic dues we have in certain areas in our life, in our past lives, in this life, with family members, people that we have loved. Once we pay back our dues, we will come out the other end very exalted, exponentially, karmically grown. We will be smarter, and the universe will then bless us for having gotten through these horrible times when karma is being enacted upon us and we're having to pay back whatever it is that we did in previous lifetimes or to other people. Our finances are being restricted, our careers are being restricted, we're being redirected in a direction that we may not be very familiar with, because this all comes from past lives, past times, things that we should have done when we were younger, but we were too let's say we were probably distracted by relationships, by children, by other things that took us off our path, our intended paths. And now, because we are older and we have our natal chart that we need to do things that we said we were going to do when we incarnated, and perhaps by veering off our path a little bit, it took us in another direction. Now we're being redirected back into where we need to be. That's going to hurt some of us because we're not prepared for it. We don't know exactly where we're going. It's like wearing a blindfold and being led by a little string. You don't even feel who's leading you, so you have no idea which way you're going, but you are being redirected, and eventually we'll come out the other end. Now, hopefully we have people in place that are going to help us with this. Either family members, friends, someone that'll come in out of nowhere and say something to you, or give you an invitation, or tell you about something that you needed to hear. You need to follow through when others do come and point you in another direction, because it's probably heaven sent by your guides, by your angels. And if you don't pay attention, you're going to miss that little push or that little bit of a help that is being given to us, because we are sidetracked or thinking of something else and we're not following our path. People, that's very important. I was being guided to say all this to you, so I hope you're taking heed of my words. What is crowning us is the 9 of fire. Don't give up. Protect that which you have created. Have courage and believe in yourself. We're having to protect ourselves from others, whether it's family members, friends, people at work. You need to protect that which you have and what you have created, so that others don't take you down, either steal your ideas, I don't know, try to take your job, take your home from you, watch your finances. Don't let others take advantage of you. You may become ill. Your defenses might go down on you because you're so stressed out, or you're worried about several areas of your life and you have no support to help. So you may catch a cold or a flu or something, or be bedridden for a few days. Try to protect yourself, because this is the card of having been beaten up some, maybe even caught a cold or what have you, but still standing your ground. Stand your ground. You are still being protected by your guides and your angels, and you may have family members or others that love you that will stand with you when you feel that no one else will. Stand your ground, people, okay? Because you will come out of it the other end in a better position. You need to perhaps use the energies of the hangman in order to look at things from a different perspective. We are all caught up in this together. You're not alone, okay? So try to look back, meditate a little bit, relax, look at your life from another perspective, and see what it is that you need to work on. What are your karmic debts? Do you know of any? Do you know something that perhaps happened in your childhood that you need to fix? Something that you need to pay back? People that you may have hurt along the line without even realizing it. But karma has no, it's blindfolded. Justice is blindfolded, and it has a sword in its hand all the time. It doesn't matter if you're a child and you don't know any better. It doesn't matter how things happen. You weren't mature enough. You didn't know what you were doing. Whatever. If you hurt someone, whether you know it or not, karmic debts they're gonna step in, and you will clear all that out. The balance, that scale is always working in our favor or against us. So we must be careful who we talk to, how we talk to them, what we do in life, because eventually you will have that karmic debt to pay. So keep that in mind. The energies that do come in to help us is the strength card. So we need to pull from inside our strength, control our inner animal. We need to take control of it so that it doesn't control us. When someone is trying to push your button and you notice it, you need to look the other way and control yourself. Right now with Mercury in retrograde, you might shoot off your mouth or say something or do something that later you will regret, especially with people that you work with or others that can actually turn around and hurt you. Your bosses, please be careful what you say around them. Be careful who you talk to, since communications are going to be breaking down when you're on the phone. Be careful who's listening to you. Be careful what you say. All for the next 3 weeks, but I would say since this reading is covering 1 week, we'll go with the 1 week. For this week, watch what you say, who to say it to, who's listening to you when you are talking, when you're talking on the phone, when you're communicating on the computer. Watch your words. Use your inner strength. Pull from the universe if you must. When you're going to say something, or you have to direct your thoughts to one of your bosses or someone else that's above you, think it through. Tell the universe to guide you, to guide your words, that they always come out with love, okay, with good intentions, because others might try to push your buttons and you may get upset and say something initially that later on you're going to say, well, what the hell did I do that for? Why did I say that? No, use your inner strength. You do have it. The strength card is saying that it is here with you. The angels are behind you and they're here to help you. The last card is a warning card. The Four of Earth. Either you're being too frivolous or too cautious with money. Good business decisions, giving to those less fortunate. Watch your money, people. You may be giving too much, or you may be getting taken advantage of by others that are letting you go ahead and spend your money, and they're not helping at all whatsoever. So watch out. Watch out for others. If you are being cautious and you are using your money wisely, kudos for you. This card is saying that you're doing a great job with your finances. What is coming in, you're delegating, you're paying your bills, you're doing a great job with it. You are giving to those that are less fortunate than yourself, and the universe will repay you. So take a look at your finances and what exactly is it that you're doing. Are you spending too much and you're not being too careful with it, or are you being very cautious and you're doing a great job at it? The universe is sending you a good for you. A good pat on the back. Kudos. The angelic energies that come in, and I was shuffling these cards. I have no idea. Here it is. Goddess with justice, or goddess of justice. What seems an injustice is actually a blessing. So here we go. We're being blessed by the universe, like I said. I was being guided to tell you all of that before by the angels and my guides, and they're here to confirm it. Yes, justice is blind, and you are paying karma, and you are going through some very rough emotional situations, physical, emotional, spiritual, but we are growing karmically, and you will be rewarded in the end. What seems like an injustice at the moment, in the end, you will see the blessing. It will come and it will sparkle like a light, like a beautiful star. You see the stars up above? They're shining down on this beautiful lady with her sword. Once you cut through all the bullshit and you pay back all your karma, we're going to be happier at the other end. So people, hang in there. Hang in there. It's going to be very difficult. It is for me at the moment. It is for others that I have talked to, that we communicate. I'm also going to be putting out another video for a new reading that I'm going to be starting. Now, this reading is going to have several parts to it. It'll be composed of a Reiki healing, soul coaching, which we will talk and decide on what is really going on in your life, how I'm going to direct my Reiki healing and chakra balancing. And then I'm going to also have a reading that is involved in that healing session with you guys. It'll be angelic oracle cards only, guides and angels. That way you can get a better idea as to what your guides are personally telling you, and your angels as to what you need to work on depending on each individual problem. This is how we're going to work this. This will be strictly on Skype. It'll be a session that'll last an hour and a half long, and then there'll be a follow-up through an email as to how things are going and what you can do, or any other messages that are coming through at the time for you. So this will be a new reading that I'm going to be putting out, okay? Now, the price for this reading is going to be $100, but it'll be well worth it. So I'm going to post it on my blog, and I'm also probably going to do a separate video that will tell you about that particular special that I'm going to be having. Now, that one will not have an ending date. That's going to be one of my readings that I'm going to keep for as long as I have my channel, because I feel that a lot of us need that. We need someone that we can communicate with, someone that can channel some information either from our ancestors, from our guides, from our angels, so that sometimes we can just unload some of the stuff that is bothering us, some of this karma, some of this old stuff from the past, and I can give you some insight as to what I have learned, what I have been through, and how to work on your individual situations. I do love you guys. I'm sending you lots of love from my heart to your heart, always. Always. I appreciate each and every one of you people on my channel. You are my peeps, okay? To me, you're almost like family. I think about you guys all the time. And I'm always trying to help or come up with a new reading or something that is going to spark your interest or make you happy in the end when you receive your reading, or you get an answer to something that's really worrying you. I'm always available. This reading that I have just put out for $10 is very inexpensive. It gives you a good, solid answer to what you are asking. And I don't know of anyone else that's doing that right now, to my knowledge. I do love you guys. Have a wonderful week. I need to get a new phone. I see it goes black every now and then. I think I'm killing my phone. Again, Mercury retrograde. Problems with communication. Have a wonderful week as best as you can. Remember, Try to keep control of your temper, of the things that you say. Try to look at things from a different perspective. And I will talk to you again next weekend. Bye for now.